Monster Moon, Curse at Zala Manor by B.B.H. McChiller. Hi, this is Maria, and today I'm going to read you one of my favorite passages from Curse at Zala Manor from the first book in the Monster Moon series by B.B.H. McChiller. And I am B.B.H. McChiller. Well, actually, I'm actually one-third B.B.H. McChiller. And so I wrote this book with two of my other author friends, Catherine Sant and Lynn Kelly. Okay, let's get to, well, before I get to my favorite passage, I should probably introduce some of the cast here. This is AJ Zantony, he's the main character. This is Emily Peralta, his friend. This is Zala Manor, right back here. This is where AJ's kind of kooky aunt lives, Aunt Zsofia. And right here, they're in the Zantony graveyard. And so, anyways, the scene I'm going to read to you is where AJ and Emily are trapped in a crypt beneath Zala Manor, in the tunnels of Zala Manor. They're actually beneath the below Zala Manor because they're searching for AJ's great-uncle's laboratory. And his uncle was a mad scientist, but there's lots of other good details in between that you don't want to miss. But let's get to this chapter, okay? This is chapter 16. Now, they're trapped inside the crypt, okay? Oh my gosh! Emily shrieked. Someone locked us in! AJ shined his light into Emily's face. Are you okay? I think so. Is your heart pounding as hard as mine? AJ asked as he pressed his ear against the door and listened. Nothing. He reached for the handle, but there wasn't one. Of course, dead people don't need doorknobs. He stumbled backwards, crashing into the tomb. Emily, he gulped. There's no handle on this side. We need help. Emily pulled her cell phone out of her jeans pocket. What's your aunt's number? Oh, shoot. No signal down here. She flipped her cell shut and put it away. What do we do now? She asked. I don't know, AJ mumbled. He wanted to shout for help, but he knew his aunt wouldn't hear them. We have to do something. No one knows we're down here. You're wrong. The zombie knows we're here. There's no such thing as zombies, Emily said. Arrgh! There it was again, a ferocious growl and a putrid stench. The handle on the other side of the ancient door rattled. Smells like a zombie, AJ said. Shivers coiled down his spine. How do you know what a zombie smells like? Emily asked. I don't know how I know, but I just know. How could he explain the Zantony's sixth sense? They crouched behind the tomb and flipped off their lights. What if it comes back in? AJ held his breath. They sat in total darkness. His fingers clenched the cold marble of the tomb. AJ's skin felt like it was crawling with maggots, but he didn't dare move. Eventually, both the smell and the sound of dragging faded away. I think it's gone, he whispered. Who could it be? Emily's voice trembled. If these tunnels lead outside, then any tomb robber could be down here searching for treasure, and maybe they don't want us in the way. She clicked her light back on. The beam bounced from wall to wall around the crypt. We're sealed in, she said, and deep underground. Emily gasped. Buried alive. No! AJ swept his light upwards. There's got to be a way out. The beam skimmed the wall, across the sconces on either side of the door, past the plaque with no name, and settled on a brick sticking out of the wall, high up near the ceiling. Maybe another trigger brick. Could luck strike twice? Stand back. I'm going to try something. He handed Emily his mag light. Up there. Shine it up there. AJ hoisted himself up onto the lid of the tomb and slowly stood. He had to be careful not to fall inside the open part. The lid wobbled as he stretched for the brick. His fingers fell short. Oh, no! He had to try again. Hold the light steady. He pointed to a thick, twisted root that hung above him. Could it hold his weight? What are you doing? That brick. I need to reach it. It could be our way out. Emily's light zoomed in on the brick and then back to the thick root. AJ Zantony, you're brilliant. Go for it. He jumped and grabbed at the root, but missed and dropped to the ground. He climbed back up on the tomb and took a deep breath. I'm going to try again. He leaped and grabbed the root. Good going, Emily said. AJ hung in midair and rocked to build momentum. His arms throbbed. He swung over the open tomb. With each pass, his feet got closer to the brick. Kick it, she yelled. Kick it! On his next swing, mustering all his strength, he drew back his knee, then side-kicked the brick. It was too dark to tell if it moved. You got it, she shouted. His palms burned and he lost his grip and fell. They waited. It seemed like forever. Nothing happened. AJ felt he let Emily down. She lowered her light. "We'll die down here," she whispered in the dark. "No, we won't." Circling the tomb, he cursed and kicked the crypt walls. He tasted dirt, sweat, and spit it out. Stopping at the head of the tomb, he felt like a volcano ready to explode. "We are not going to die." He nailed the wall with a fierce kick. The wall groaned. Emily jerked her light toward it. "It's opening! It's opening!" There was just enough space for them to squirm through if they held their breaths and sucked in their stomachs. "Let's try it," he said. "We have nothing to lose." "I hope this is a way out." Emily squeezed sideways into the dark space as it started to sandwich shut. "Hurry!" AJ pushed her and lunged through the narrow passageway just as the wall sucked closed and sealed behind them. They stood cramped together in a narrow earthen shaft. The air hung heavy. It was hard to breathe. "This is worse than the crypt," Emily said. "Now we're really buried alive." "Where are we?" AJ shuddered. "Yow!" Emily shrieked, her head jerking back. "My hair is caught." AJ peeked over her shoulder. "Oh, dragon crap." Chapter 17. "What? What is it?" Emily stammered. "A skeleton." "Get it off!" she screeched, thrashing her arms and shaking her head. "Hold still." He separated her ponytail from long bony fingers sticking out of the cracked dirt wall. "Ouch!" She spun around, panting. Strands of her hair still clung in the grip of a skeletal hand. A gold ring emblazoned with a large Z adorned one of its fingers. "Oh my gosh! The Zantony ring! Must be one of my dead relatives." "That means," Emily said. AJ gulped. "We're under the graveyard." So there you go. That's one of my favorite passages from Curse at Zala Manor from the Monster Moon Mystery Series by B.B.H. McChiller, a middle grade novel. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.